You're scrolling through TikTok while the kids are napping, but what if that time could be earning you $100,000 a month? You don't need a marketing background, inventory, or really any experience. There are everyday moms turning content into cash, and if they can do it, you can do it too.
We're gonna break down the system that's helping everyday women make life-changing income from home. Right now, the world is shifting into the TikTok attention economy, and women in this field are leading the way. These women are some of the highest paid creators on TikTok, and in 2025, a lot of them are going to become TikTok Shop millionaires. In fact, the American TikTok attention economy is exactly where China was 8 years ago. And today, America's version is only at 10% of what China's is today. That means we're at the very beginning. These women are some of the highest paid creators on TikTok. For example, one of our students, Mary, is 46 years old and she lives in Georgia with 3 kids and her husband. She was originally making $50,000 a year at a job that she did not like, that she did not see any future in, and she felt stuck and stagnant in. She started posting TikTok Shop content and we were helping her one-on-one. By her 3rd month of going all in and not looking back, she made $18,000. By her 4th month, she made $50,000, and by her 5th month, she was already reaching the $100,000 mark. Fast forward to today, Mary has consistently made $100,000 a month in profit, pure commission, every single month for the last 3 months. Not only that, but being a TikTok Shop creator has allowed her to come to Miami, to come on shopping sprees. And in a couple weeks, we'll be going to the south of France together to celebrate.
For those of you that don't know, we're Anna and Mario, and we're the founders of the Abundance Academy. I've personally grown my supplement company in the last 5 years to a multi-million-dollar company, and we've generated thousands of sales on TikTok Shop. And now we're in over 2,500 retailers nationwide.
I'm Mario, and I'm also the founder of a multi-million-dollar supplement company. I started my company in college, and it wasn't until I went all in on TikTok Shop and realized that I have to work one-on-one with creators that the real wins, the real sales, and the real lives that have been changed started to happen. I have been obsessed with social media since the very beginning. When I was 11 years old, I was a viral crafting YouTuber, and I saw the potential of speaking and having your own audience and what that can do for you. When I was in 7th grade, I had a 6-figure clothing company where I was creating my own designs, and that led me to fly out to LA to continue this whole entrepreneurship journey. Today, my supplement company embodies everything that I always wanted to have and always wanted to do, and doing it on TikTok Shop makes it so worth it. Going all in on TikTok Shop got my company thousands of customers. My company is in the sleep niche, and we're one of the #1 sleep companies in the nation and the #1 sleep supplement on TikTok Shop. I went from being a college kid who didn't know what he was doing to now my company makes over $40,000 a month just through TikTok.
We've helped hundreds of women go from being overwhelmed and underpaid to now making real money on TikTok Shop without being influencers and without being experts. We're gonna walk you through the mindset shift that unlocks income, what makes content convert, our methods for growth, and mistakes to avoid. This is for stay-at-home moms, working moms, and anyone who feels like they're meant for more. We've worked with women who were burnt out, doubting themselves, and scared to start. Now they're making $5,000, $10,000, and even $100,000 per month, and it's all because they made one decision to try. For example, we have Katie, who's one of our Academy members, and when we first started with her, she wasn't making any money on TikTok Shop. She's a mom of a toddler. She wanted to become financially free on TikTok Shop, but she had no idea how to start, and she didn't really believe that it was even possible. She was also working a 9-to-5 job. And since she started working with us, she's been consistently making over $20,000 per month in TikTok Shop commissions on her side TikTok Shop page. And that page started completely from zero. And it's been less than 1 year that we've even been working with her.
Once you establish that first step, the second step is your mindset. You are not just a content creator. You are a digital store owner. Once you embrace that role, everything shifts. When you treat TikTok Shop like an actual business, you stop guessing and you actually start growing. You create with confidence, and you learn how to show up without feeling like you're being salesy or pushy. When we first started out with this whole thing, even I had to make that shift. I was always in my head about what everyone would think about my content, whether people from high school, college, or my community would be seeing my videos and what they would be thinking of me. But when I realized that you can treat this like a true business and you can show up as your authentic self and just have fun on camera and forget about all the distractions and the noise, and you can be successful, I knew I had to go all in. I still remember sitting in my downtown apartment and seeing all the results on my phone. I saw how many people who weren't me but were like me creating all these crazy results on TikTok Shop, and I knew that it could be me, but the only thing stopping me was my mindset. It was so uncomfortable. I had to force myself step by step to just start leaning in instead of having one foot in and one foot out. I had to push forward and make a decision to change my life. And that's exactly what I did. And this was really a main transition of me going from scarcity to an abundance mindset. I stopped blaming everything around me, stopped thinking that everything was happening to me, and I took control of my own reality and my own future. I started believing that anything is possible, that I could create anything, and that I was worthy of being the wealthy and rich person that I wanted to become. And that mental reframe completely transforms your motivation and your habits, because when you start thinking abundantly about your future, you become passionate. You go to bed and this is all you want to do and all you want to think about, and then from there, it is effortless. Then comes step 3, and that's the actual products that you decide to promote on TikTok Shop. Because success doesn't come from luck, it comes from having real strategy and taking action. Most people scroll endlessly, hoping to get lucky, but we teach our students how to find trending products in real time that resonate with them, that they don't just have to talk about one time, but that they can truly believe in, and to not just speak about, but to know like the back of their hand. We teach them how to analyze commissions and reviews, and most importantly, we teach them the winning framework of exactly how to go viral on TikTok Shop. That means the viral video patterns, the scripts, and how to actually sound confident and certain about what you're speaking about. When you're trying to find the right product for you, remember that you have so many natural gifts. Maybe you naturally have very long hair. Maybe you have incredible glowing skin, or you have a parent or a friend who has a really interesting profession that you can share about. Use these natural gifts and skills to choose a product that highlights that. And no matter who you are and where you come from, I know that you have something. Choose products that solve real world problems that maybe you have been through and that you have transformed from. People on TikTok Shop want to learn and want to buy from people who have been where they are at right now. The more you can authentically embody the products that you're speaking about, the easier it's going to be to make money. One thing you have to be careful about when you're choosing products is to make sure that there's enough commission. If a product is giving you under 20% commission, then that is not worth your time. You want to look for products that have over 20% commission, and if you find the right brands like ours, we have bonuses and giveaways on top of your commission.
Step 4, create content that actually converts. Your phone is a very powerful tool. Use it to create impact and income. Here's exactly what works. Find real pain points that people are experiencing on a daily basis and speak to those pain points. Show the product in use. If it's a supplement, take the product. If it's another kind of item, show how you're actually using it on a day-to-day basis. Use simple, clear hooks that are proven to work. Record with your phone, make sure that there's natural light, or use one of those clip-on lights so that it looks bright, you're clear. You want your video frame to look very aspirational because people are purchasing from you. You don't want there to be a bunch of clutter in the background. You want it to be clean, crisp, and you want to speak with a very clear and confident voice. No hesitations, no ums, no maybes. You're speaking with pure conviction. One of the hooks that has worked time and time again for our group is cutting fruit. Yes, literally cutting a dragon fruit, a mango, a watermelon, something that's visually stimulating for the audience. Just take a cutting board, literally get a knife out, get a piece of tropical fruit, and cut the fruit while you're telling your story. A second hook that works really well is having a visual transformation. For example, you can have a photo of yourself before you had your glow up, before you lost the weight, before your skin got clear, and it's best to have it in the first second of your video so that they can relate to the previous version of yourself. And always remember to stick with your authentic voice. You're gonna see so many videos on the For You page that you wanna recreate, but make sure to recreate them in your own words so it sounds like you. People want to connect with you and not some other version of you. So be funny, show your personality, be your authentic self, tell things that are fully authentic to you. Don't go on there telling a bunch of lies about a fake transformation. Actually share things that have happened to you and happened in your life and share that in your TikToks.
The fifth step is to test and track. One viral video is nice, but predictable income is better. Here's what you should be doing. You need to post minimum 10 to 15 videos per product. In reality, if you're really passionate about blowing up a product and having success, then you have to post that product every single day, minimum once a day. Try different angles and hooks. Your videos don't have to be that different from each other. You just want to make small changes so that you can test and see what little things engage people differently. You track what performs well, and when you're posting every single day for the same product, you're not only getting better, but you have more of an opportunity to get that initial momentum, that initial traction, even if it's 1,000 views, and you double down on that until you get to the 1,000,000 views. By that time, you have a really clear idea of what's working and what's not working. You want to continue doing what's working, what's getting you views, and what's getting you sales, and that is how you'll build your own strategy. The best way to identify those top performers is number one, what's making sales. If you're getting sales on TikTok, then obviously what's converting the highest, regardless of how many views it has, is what you should continue doing. Number two, you need to look out for engagement. Maybe you haven't gotten sales yet, but all your other videos have 0 comments, 0 likes, and then you have one video that's gotten some organic comments and people are talking about the product or talking about the issues that you're bringing up. That is an incredible indicator that what you're saying is getting people to speak and to interact with what ultimately you're going to help them purchase. And then there's videos that don't perform well. You can post a video and get 1,000,000 views, but if it gets 0 sales, that means that you're targeting the wrong audience or you're talking about the wrong things that don't actually help sell the product. You want to make sure you're not just going viral, but you want to go viral in a way that will help convert. So look out for what concepts are actually making sales, look out for what concepts aren't making sales, and if they're getting a lot of views and not making sales, then you have to evaluate that and double down on what's actually getting you real results and real dollars.
The only way to truly fail is to quit, but most creators stop too soon because of these mistakes. 1, they pick too many products at once. They get sample happy and they request hundreds of samples that end up at their door, but then they become overwhelmed because then they have to create one video for every single one of these products and they don't truly know how to even talk about these products. So then they spread themselves too thin and they can't actually focus on the quality and strategy behind their videos. 2, they pick products that they don't actually even use or even believe in. So then it comes off as inauthentic in their videos. And people pick up on that and then they wonder, why are my videos not converting? Well, it's because you don't actually use the product, you don't believe in it, so you can't even speak to someone who uses the product. 3, they're copying trends without strategy behind it. If you see someone's video that you really like or there's something trending and you replicate it, but you don't make it better and you don't actually have strategy behind it, then it's most likely not going to succeed. And 4, they quit after 1 to 2 videos that have low engagement. This is so unfortunate because most likely your first TikTok shop video for a product isn't going to be the video that makes you thousands of dollars. It's going to take multiple videos and sometimes even months before you actually know how to truly talk about a product and have so much conviction that other people purchase from you. So if you give up after 1 to 2 videos, you're not even giving yourself a chance to succeed. So what's the solution? Focus, stay patient. Give yourself permission to learn and grow throughout this process. you are a student. This is a totally new platform and new way of creating videos online. Smart creators don't hustle harder, they move smarter. And this is exactly how beginners become pros. I've seen so many creators give up after a month of creating TikTok Shop content, and they really hadn't even gotten started. And they just said, oh, this is not for me, or other people get lucky at this, but maybe it's just not meant for me. No, you haven't even given yourself a chance. If you give yourself the proper chance, you follow the strategy, you dial in on your mindset, and you show up consistently every single day, then you will be successful with TikTok Shop. One simple shift that helps all of our creators stay on track is that they create structure. Structure creates clarity. If you do not have structure and you feel scattered and your filming days, you're filming every single day and you're just waking up feeling overwhelmed, you're not setting yourself up for success. But if you have a couple designated days a week where you batch your content, you edit your content, and you strategize your content, you're gonna have so much free time throughout the week. And it's this simple shift that allows people to experience true freedom while they're creating content on TikTok Shop. You don't need to be famous, you don't need to be perfect, you just need a plan and the courage to get started. We've helped dozens of moms launch their TikTok Shop careers from their phones. Now it's your turn. And not just moms, but women all over the world. Here's what one of our students, Mary, shared.
So when I joined the Abundance Incubator, and with their strategy and coaching skills, I was able to take that within a few months to making $100,000 months. That's right, $100,000 months.
If you're ready to step into your next chapter, click on the link in the description and learn how to create abundance. Because women like you don't just scroll TikTok, they lead, they build, and they thrive. Like, comment, and subscribe for more because we have so much amazing content coming your way.